Unplanned, for sure.
All right, welcome everyone to this month's Super Saturday meeting of the Apple Corps of Dallas. This month we have Lawrence Jenkins and Tim Baker talking to us about WWDC 2024. So I'll turn it over to them. Thank you. And I'll share your screen, Lawrence.
Good morning, almost good afternoon, but not quite. I just want to say that we were supposed to have a person to come in, Jonesy, to do a presentation, and due to things not under his control, he won't be here. So I'm a switch hitter, and so I'm going to come in and try to fill in. There's quite a few things that were shown at our last WWDC, and most of those things were an upgrade to iOS 18, Sequoia, which was updated, Apple Watch 11. And most of those had to do with artificial intelligence to make it easy for you to use. I would like to go to the next slide, and hopefully this works. Click it.
There you go. So, all right.
Okay.
I like your animations.
Yeah, that's about that. That may be the only thing that works. Go ahead. All right. Now, next. Okay, now click inside of that and see what happens.
Inside somewhere?
Yeah, just somewhere. There you go. Turn that up.
It delivers more ways to customize your iPhone.
Now, just in case you don't remember what it went on, we're doing this.
You can already customize your home screen with your favorite wallpaper, apps, and widgets, letting your personality shine through. And now, your app icons and widgets can add even more. I have this photo I love as my wallpaper, and now I can continue to enjoy it when I unlock my iPhone, because I can arrange my apps and widgets to frame it perfectly. I can select them all and easily place them along the bottom, right above the dock, for easy access. Or even off to the side. We have an awesome new look for app icons when we go into dark mode. Let's turn it on. Isn't that cool? Now, in addition to this new dark look, there are even more new ways to adjust how they look. I can bring up a new customization sheet, and now I can tint them all with color. Now, iOS suggests a tint color that complements my wallpaper. Or I can select any other color I want. Now they really pop. Another key part of personalizing iOS is about keeping you in control of your privacy. So this year, we're giving you a new way to protect sensitive apps and the information inside them by letting you lock an app. When you choose to lock an app, if someone else tries to tap it, they will be required to authenticate using Face ID, Touch ID, or your passcode. And information from inside the app won't appear in other places across the system, like in search and notifications, so others won't inadvertently see sensitive information. There may also be occasions when you want to hide an app that you don't want others to know is installed on your device. For example, say you use a professional-grade spatial capture app to track your different hairstyles. I mean, that's just good science, right? Well, anyway, say you use this app, but you don't want anyone else to know. Well, now you can hide it and put it in a new hidden apps folder that's locked. We have big enhancements to the apps we use to stay connected, starting with messages. To tell you more, here's Ronak.
In iOS 18, we're giving you all new ways to express yourself and stay connected. Let's start with tapbacks. Tapbacks are one of the most popular ways to express yourself in messages, and people love them. This is a huge year for tapbacks. We've not only redesigned your favorites, we're now giving you limitless ways to express yourself by letting you tap back with any emoji or sticker. Next, we're bringing one of your most requested features to messages. When you don't want to forget to send that friendly reminder or birthday text in the morning, you can schedule your message to send later. We're also giving you more ways to express your tone with text formatting. Bold, italicize, underline, or strike through any text. And when formatting's not enough, we're introducing a new way to visually amplify your messages with text effects. Whether you want to emphasize some major news, bring your emoji to life, or you're just blown away by a stunning photo, you can express yourself in all new ways with text effects. Some words and phrases automatically surface a suggestion, so you can quickly select one and send it. And you can also add one of the many new effects to any text. There's a new way to stay connected whenever you don't have Wi-Fi or cellular service. We're using the same groundbreaking technology that gave us emergency SOS via satellite to bring you messages via satellite. Now, you can use the satellite capabilities on iPhone 14 and later to connect to satellites hundreds of miles above the Earth to text your friends and family when you're off the grid. Once you're connected, you'll be able to use key iMessage features like sending and receiving messages, emoji, and tapbacks. Because iMessage was built to protect your privacy, iMessages sent over satellite are end-to-end encrypted. And if you need to text people not on iMessage, we're supporting SMS messaging via satellite too.
Continuing on our journey to replace your physical wallet, we're introducing Tap to Cash, a quick and private way to exchange Apple Cash without sharing phone numbers or email addresses. With Tap to Cash, you can pay someone back for dinner just by holding your phones together. We're adding 2 new ways to pay with Apple Pay Online, giving customers around the world the ability to redeem rewards and access installments from their banks and card providers. And event tickets are getting a beautiful new design and new features, including an all-new event guide, combining helpful information about the venue with smart recommendations from your favorite Apple apps. So that's iOS 18, a big release that brings deeper customization to iPhone, new ways to stay connected in messages and mail, enhancements to privacy, and the biggest photos redesign ever, making it even easier to relive those special moments. And so much more, including an option for larger icons on the home screen, RCS messaging support, and reminders integration with calendar.
Okay, tap it. Should take you on to the next slide. There you go. Okay, now, yes.
Is this the next iPhone?
Yes, this is the next version of ISO that's going to be on.
Not the iPhone, but the operating system.
Right.
Yeah.
And the thing is I sleep, and when I sleep, I forget. So I wanted to bring this back up in order to bring back a memory of what they're going to be offering. So that's why. Some of it's kind of, people know what it is and remember, but I just wanted to do it again. And I'm also going to do it for the Sequoia because I don't remember all of the new features in that.
Hey guys, in today's video, we are taking a look at a macOS Sequoia. Apple has added some great new features and changes with this update to the Mac that I wanted to share the top features coming this year to macOS with macOS Sequoia. So let's go ahead and dive right into the video. So first things first, these are going to be the Macs compatible with macOS Sequoia this year. We have iMac 2019 or later, Mac Studio 2022 or later, Mac Mini 2018 or later, Mac Pro 2019 or later, iMac Pro 2017 or later, MacBook Air 2020 or later, and a MacBook Pro 2018 or later. So the first thing I want to talk about is Safari. Apple has added some great new changes to Safari, and I want to start off with the ability to resize windows. So on the top left corner, we have the 3 icons here, but if you hover over the green icon, you now have this new menu right here that says move and resize, and obviously you also have the filled and rearrange. So depending on which window you're in, you can resize and move this window, as you can see right here on the fly very quickly with these options available here. In the bottom here, we have the ability to rearrange it and fill. So right here, let's say I have 4 windows open at once, but I want to make sure that all these windows have the correct size for all the windows here on the screen. All I have to do is choose the 4 icons right here, the image right here, this glyph, and this resizes all the windows to the perfect size to fill the screen. Great for workflows. Really nice new feature macOS Sequoia adds to Safari. Now, this is something that's been available within Windows machines for quite some time, but Windows held a patent that prevented Apple from doing something like this, and I guess Apple now found a way to actually get this perfect resizing of the windows on the fly and even split screen, as you can see right here with macOS Sequoia. Easily one of my favorite new updates to Safari within the latest macOS Sequoia. Now, another great new feature in Safari is the ability to quickly pull relevant information from a website. So if you're browsing a hotel website, for example, you can click on the more information or the highlight buttons here on the browser, and it will pull all the relevant information, address, phone number, etc. As you can see right here, this is an awesome new productivity tool built into Safari within macOS Sequoia that I really love. Just getting that relevant information from different websites on the fly. I think it's a great idea here and a welcome addition to Safari within macOS Sequoia. Now, before we continue, today's video is sponsored by Magical. Now, Magical is an application that uses AI
Sorry
to
about
help
the
you automate
commercials.
your repetitive work, like responding to any conversation with just one click, or instantly moving all of your data from one app to another, to autofill forms, and it works on any website. Autocomplete your spreadsheets, a database, forms, or electronic health records with rich data from any open tab, helping you save a lot of time and increase your productivity. Writing with AI allows you to overcome writer's block with suggested messages and replies based on context and more. It's the perfect tool to help you find the perfect words every single time. And one of my favorite features, personalized message. Personalized message allows you to reply instantly to any message with just one click. I like to use personalized message to reply to DMs quickly and efficiently, helping me save a lot of time. So make sure to install Magical for free at getmagical.com/iDeviceHelp and start automating all your repetitive tasks. Links, as always, will be available in the description down below. Now, Apple also updated the calculator with some of the new features like scientific, programmer, and we also have a lot of the stuff coming to iPadOS and iOS with the new math and notes and the convert options available here with the calculator as well. Apple also added a brand new app called Passwords, and this is where all your passwords will be, from Wi-Fi passwords to passkeys to logins, all your app passwords and credentials. And this is an application available within macOS, iPadOS, and iOS. So all your passwords will sync through iCloud. You have all your passwords and information in one single place with the new password application. Now, Apple has also added new background replacements for FaceTime. So when you're in a FaceTime call, you can actually change the background to any color that you want, any photo that you want from your photo library, or even any backgrounds available within macOS, which is a nice welcome addition. And there's iPhone mirroring, easily one of my favorite new features in macOS Sequoia with iOS 18. This is probably the best new feature. You get quick access to all your iPhone applications in your device itself directly on your Mac's display. You can view your notifications, interact with your notifications, and you can access your device while it's locked away in your pocket, so you can go ahead and enjoy your device directly on your Mac without having to unlock it. You get different options. Obviously, you can interact with the OS as you normally would directly on your display. You can launch applications. You can navigate the operating system. Obviously, you have a ton of options to choose from. You also have the ability to launch different applications, go into the app switcher. This is probably the best new feature, right? Now, you also have the ability to make the screen larger, actual size, or smaller. macOS Sequoia and iOS 18, definitely one of the best new features will be iPhone mirroring. Again, you can just interact with your device while it's locked away in your pocket, just like you would if you were just using your device with your own hands. It's a perfect new feature for the iPhone. And that about brings it into this video. Now, Apple will be adding Apple Intelligence, which I'll cover entirely on a separate video, but these are going to be some of the best new features coming to macOS this year, later in late September. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
Anybody got any questions about that?
Well, what's the tab I can do an Apple developer to get that?
I don't know.
$100.
It's coming out in September.
No, but I wanna get that show that he just gave, because a lot of things just went by my head.
Go to WWDC webpage.
And where do I look for?
Google Apple WWDC.
I did, I'm there, I'm in developer app, not a place, that's also another way to access it, but I.
You can go to Apple website and look for WWDC.
I have it in front of me, but what is the tab?
I don't know.
It's developer.apple.com if you're wanting to become a developer.
No, I wanna get this movie.
That movie wasn't from there.
Okay.
Oh.
I got it from off the website. I don't remember
From an
which.
Apple website.
Oh, it's YouTube.
It's YouTube.
Okay, that I can get on my phone, there's no YouTube on my, thing on the stuff that, Safari.
Where's the application to save your battery for a phone? I'm talking about battery usage. Is there an application that comes up with having where you can, keep your battery from having to be sucked into all sorts of different things on your iPhone?
Well, the operating system does a lot of that automatically for you in that, items that are on the front, it tries to put to sleep. So it's constantly trying to do that. You'll still find the main thing that sucks down your phone is, having it on with the brightness up. It is amazing how it's turning the brightness down when your phone lasts a whole lot longer, but it also sucks having to,
Can't see. You can't see when you're in the closet.
Yeah.
No lie. All right, now go to settings.
No, that's good. That's what this is
Go
for.
to settings on your iPhone and go down in third division, under general, and you'll find battery about halfway down. Okay. All right.
You wanted to,
Also, quit a lot of apps. Don't keep a whole bunch of apps open.
Yeah.
okay, go ahead.
I was going to say that if you close your background apps, that'll save a lot of battery power.
That's good.
Some people have.
Okay, click that again if you don't mind.
That do location services, that's what use a lot of battery.
Now, I don't know how many people here have an Apple Watch? How many people in here love their Apple Watch?
The only reason I love it is I can find my iPhone with it.
There you go. I've had a number of people who told me when the Apple Watch first came out that number one, they don't wear a watch. Number two, they don't see a good reason to have a watch, and they thought it was really stupid. And then 6 months later, I run into these same people, and they got an Apple Watch, and I'm like, what? But suddenly it came smart. I'm actually using it for working out.
On the other hand, as I have to replenish the battery on that about 3-4 times a day now because I wear it for water, and that seems to drain it fast.
I have
I wear
a,
it to track my sleep, and it doesn't last at night.
okay, you're right. All those are legitimate, except if you get have you Ultima 2? I got Ultima 1. It lasts a good day and a half. Now, I don't sleep, huh? I don't sleep with it, and the reason why I don't sleep with it is because there's a light sensor at the bottom of it, and I'll wake up in the middle of the night and the room is just glowing because of the light sensor. But I fixed that. I bought an Oura ring, and I sleep with the Oura ring, and it does the same thing with the Oura ring, except I don't see the light and so forth. Okay, let's see what new features that I don't remember.
Apple Watch is getting a big upgrade with watchOS 11. Just let me show you. To kick things off, live activities are coming to your wrist. These are the same cards you see on your iPhone, but on your Apple Watch. They can give you real-time updates on the score of a game, your food delivery, or the ETA of your rideshare. Workouts and activity is probably the biggest upgrade though with watchOS 11. It's massive. For example, Apple gave me one of my most frequently requested features, pausing your streaks. You'll now be able to hit pause on all of your streaks for a set period of time, a day, a week, a month, or so on. You never have to worry about losing your streak again, and you have time for rest days. Personally, I lost a streak of over 1,000 on a day when I was upgrading my Apple Watch, and I've seen my wife battle through a workout on days when she was really sick, just so she didn't lose her streak. As an extra bonus, streaks can be adjusted on a day-by-day basis now. Maybe weekdays you want to set your max at 600 calories, but you go harder on those weekends and you push it up to 800. Customization has been a big theme this year, which even carries to the companion fitness app on your iPhone. The summary view is now modular, giving you the ability to rearrange stats or remove them. You're able to enjoy new metrics for swimming, cycling, running, and more. That's not all with workouts though. The iPhone maker has finally added training mode. This is using the industry standard 20-some-year-old algorithm that most of the major players are already using, such as Garmin and Strava. It compares what you're doing to the previous 28 days to see if you're tracking steady, improving, or going down. I've heard this feature requested for a while, especially since other platforms and even apps had supported it. When you complete a workout, it'll now show you a new effort metric. It will guess based on your cardio workout, but you have the control to adjust up or down based on how you feel afterwards. I'm curious, are there any types of workouts that Apple doesn't already support in the Workouts app that you feel like they should add? Drop me a line down below in the comments. Workouts now include detailed GPS data for other activities, such as rowing. Not only does it show and track your route, but like with running, it can show you your speed by color coding that path. When you create custom workouts, it'll show your next interval on the Watch app, whether it's moving to push-ups or you get to enjoy a brief 30-second rest. And for custom pool workouts, haptics will let you know when it's time to switch to your next interval. Lastly, for workouts, check-in is directly integrated. That means when you end your workout, it'll automatically end the check-in. I love this. Whenever my wife goes out for a hike or a walk, she manually has to start that check-in and she has to start the workout. Sometimes she even forgets to end that check-in. Now, when she ends the workout, it'll end the check-in too. It simplifies the whole thing. Plus, check-in works natively on Apple Watch now, letting you start or stop from messages. No need for an iPhone. Now, did you know Apple Watch is getting a whole new app? Hey, real quick, do you want to experience twice as fast load times in Safari on your iPhone, iPad, and Mac? Then download Magic Lasso Ad Block, the ad blocker designed for you. It's easy to set up, blocks all YouTube ads, and double the speed at which Safari can load. Thank you to Magic Lasso Ad Block for sponsoring today's video. Magic Lasso is a fast, efficient, and high-performance ad blocker. With over 5,000 five-star reviews, it's one of the highest-rated Safari ad blockers for your iPhone, iPad, and Mac. Magic Lasso blocks all intrusive ads, trackers, and annoyances in Safari and lets you see the difference that ad blocking makes. And unlike some other ad blockers, Magic Lasso respects your privacy and doesn't accept payment from advertisers. The app also blocks over 10 types of YouTube ads, including all video ads and pop-up banner ads. So, join over 300,000 users and download Magic Lasso Ad Block from the App Store or via magiclasso.co. As a special offer for Apple Insider viewers, use the link below to receive 1 month's free access to all of the app's features. Thanks again to Magic Lasso Ad Block for sponsoring this video. Now let's get back to it. So yeah, that new app is Translate, moving to the Apple Watch from your iPhone. It can translate your conversation in 20 different languages. It will speak it out loud, and you can adjust that audio playback speed. There's a Smart Stack card too that'll appear based on when you travel to a different country. That's not the only new app though. The second one is called Vitals, and it finally gives a more visual way to understand a lot of the metrics your Apple Watch was already collecting. The idea is you wear your watch throughout the night, and it will give you a bird's eye view of things such as your heart rate, respiratory rate, wrist temperature, SpO2, and sleep. After collecting all this data for a bit, it'll tell you if they're within range or if they're outside of the norm. If it does spot these outliers, you'll get an alert, or you'll see them in your Smart Stack, and it can help you identify the causes. Maybe you had some alcohol last night, or you're not feeling well. And since we're talking about health features, Apple Watch cycle tracking has improvements for pregnancy. Once you log that you are pregnant, it'll keep a closer eye on certain vitals, perhaps alerting you to walking steadiness in that third trimester when falling risk is at its highest. You'll also say gestational age in the Health app over on your iPhone. I was hoping we'd see more watch faces this year, but it doesn't appear so. We did get changes to the Photos face though. Apple says they're now using machine learning to help analyze photos in your library. It will then suggest compositions, framing, and more to create these super cool looking effects. Choose text size, position, fonts, colors, and language. And when you create the face, you can choose people, nature, cities, or pets to filter in between. Apple complemented the watch faces last year with the addition of the Smart Stack. It appears at the bottom of your watch face when you scroll through the digital crown. With watchOS 11, it's now even smarter, and not just the features that I already mentioned. It can now dynamically present new cards based on time, location, and other information. For example, It may surface a card to let you know that rain is imminent. There's new cards too, such as for severe weather, tracking, photos, distance, and even Shazam. It'll know when music is playing and give you a quick way to figure out what song it is. Others have been updated, like the workout one can show you your 3 most recent workouts, and music can show your recent playlist or songs that you've listened to. For quality of life improvements, Apple has expanded Double Tap. Developers can add unique interactions within their apps that use that gesture, or you can use it as a simple way to scroll through one app hands-free. Go hiking with the Maps app, which includes offline support for all 63 national parks, including turn-by-turn voice guidance. Then tickets inside of Wallet, they will appear as live activities in the Smart Stack, and you can get additional information from those tickets, including directions to the parking lot, showtimes, and more. If you have a new Apple Home lock that supports it, it will now unlock as you approach. It uses ultra-wideband technology to detect and authenticate you as you get close, roughly within 6 feet. And you can tap to pay people, just like on iPhone with iOS 18. Bring your watch near someone else's or to an iPhone and pay with Apple Pay. These new features are arriving on a variety of devices that include Apple Watch SE 2, Apple Watch Series 6, 7, 8, and 9, plus the first and second generation Apple Watch Ultra. You can expect that public release this September. Let me know your favorite new feature down below in the comments.
Okay, yes.
Can they put a oxygen back on the iPhone, I mean on the watch?
I don't know. They hadn't mentioned that they're gonna do that yet.
I got oxygen because they never took it off for it.
Yeah, only the old ones have, they never took it off.
They took it off.
Right, on the new ones, they took it off. I don't want to make an announcement. I mean, I don't want to be as an advertisement, but I'm going to say I got an Oura ring, and it does give you your oxygen. It gives you oxygen, it gives you blood saturation, it gives you your skin temperature, and it does it over so many hours that it will, so many days and so many weeks that it learns that if you start to get a temperature, it'll tell you that minus plus the temperature. It'll tell you what your temperature is, but it tells you that the norm is a minus plus. So if you're getting fever, it may say your temperature is now +7. And so you know that maybe something's coming on, right? Or if it's -50, maybe you didn't wake up. So, so you got those things. But now the last but not least is Apple Intelligence. And this is supposed to be the big thing that's supposed to make all of you, how many people have Apple stock? This is supposed to make your stock go up. Hit it.
Did not want to play that. Hold on.
There it goes.
With Apple Intelligence, powerful intelligence goes hand in hand with powerful privacy. Let me tell you more about its architecture and how it's built with privacy at the core. The cornerstone of the personal intelligence system is on-device processing. We have integrated it deep into your iPhone, iPad, and Mac, and throughout your apps, so it's aware of your personal data without collecting your personal data. This is only possible through our unique integration of hardware and software and our years-long investment in building advanced silicon for on-device intelligence. Deeply integrated generative models require immense processing power. And with our most advanced Apple silicon, the A17 Pro and M family of chips, we have the computational foundation to power Apple Intelligence. This personal intelligence system is comprised of highly capable large language and diffusion models that are specialized for your everyday tasks and can adapt on the fly to your current activity. It also includes an on-device semantic index that can organize and surface information from across your apps. When you make a request, Apple Intelligence uses its semantic index to identify the relevant personal data and feeds it to the generative model so they have the personal context to best assist you. Many of these models run entirely on device. There are times, though, when you need models that are larger than what fits in your pocket today. Servers can help with this, but traditionally, servers can also store your data without you realizing it and use it in ways you did not intend. And since server software is only accessible to its owners, even if a company says it's not misusing your data, you're unable to verify their claim or if it changes over time. In contrast, when you use an Apple device like your iPhone, you are in control of your data, where it is stored, and who can access it. And because the software image for your iPhone is accessible to independent experts, they can continuously verify its privacy. We want to extend the privacy and security of your iPhone into the cloud to unlock even more intelligence for you. So we have created Private Cloud Compute. Private Cloud Compute allows Apple Intelligence to flex and scale its computational capacity and draw on even larger server-based models for more complex requests while protecting your privacy. These models run on servers we've especially created using Apple Silicon. These Apple Silicon servers offer the privacy and security of your iPhone from the silicon on up, draw on the security properties of the Swift programming language, and run software with transparency built in. When you make a request, Apple Intelligence analyzes whether it can be processed on device. If it needs greater computational capacity, it can draw on private cloud compute and send only the data that's relevant to your task to be processed on Apple Silicon servers. Your data is never stored or made accessible to Apple. It's used exclusively to fulfill your request. And just like your iPhone, independent experts can inspect the code that runs on these servers to verify this privacy promise. In fact, private cloud compute cryptographically ensures your iPhone, iPad, and Mac will refuse to talk to a server unless its software has been publicly logged for inspection. This sets a brand new standard for privacy and AI and unlocks intelligence you can trust. Apple Intelligence. AI for the rest of us.
Okay. So AI for the rest of us.
Very good.
Go ahead.
No.
I'll come back to the what. I want to come back to the what. Go ahead and finish AI.
Well, I hope this gave everybody an opportunity to reflect on what's coming what was coming in September. Now, we know beta is beta.
Yeah.
And things happen in beta sometimes that you don't expect. Now, I think the beta monster has got Tim.
The bug.
And so his things are not actually working the way they're supposed to right now.
I cannot join shared, I create a personal hotspot, I cannot join the personal hotspot through my phone using the beta. When I plug in the external display, my display starts flashing. So I think these are all beta bugs, unfortunately. So I'm really not, unfortunately, going to be able to show what I would like to show because I cannot get on a Wi-Fi network, and I do not want to get on the Carrollton Public Library because it's unsecured. I don't want to demonstrate iPhone mirroring. So my apologies.
No. We know beta is beta.
Can you join my hotspot?
No, she tried joining mine.
I have a Mac called iPhone
is it the
Mirroring,
Pony
is that
Dog
what you
13?
can't show?
Mine is Granddaddy's iPhone.
I have
see it.
something that iPhone mirrors to my MacBook.
You do.
As Pony Dog
Yeah.
shows that.
I don't have that one.
But I don't want to join the Carrollton because it's unsecured. And
Now, can you show it on
I
the
can't get iPhone mirroring to
screen
work, because
up
I
on
can't
the-
get on the Wi-Fi. I tried sharing
That's
both
the
my
volume?
iPad and my,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it tells
I
me
didn't
it's
know
unable
whether
to
it
join the
needs
hotspot
support.
on my iPad.
yeah,
Well,
it probably
the
does.
secured to the Wi-Fi is just from your client to their router. Are you connecting to things that are not secured at the other end, or not HTTPS connections?
No, I'm just trying to create to my personal hotspot and it won't let me connect, which it ordinarily would.
But
It did when I was not running the beta.
But let me ask you a question. You're running the beta off of your drive there, and you have no access to your computer at this point, right?
No access.
You don't have any access you're running a totally different operating system.
Right, I'm running.
So you should be able to go across the network and nobody can, if they hacked you, the only thing they would be is hacking is a beta, because they can't even see your laptop.
I did try the Carrollton Library.
And
I
it
got the same
result, okay, good.
Okay, how about now? Try mine now.
You wanna tell something about this?
Granddaddy,
Here's my
Granddaddy.
phone, I have to turn it off and then it appears here. And I can, see and control it from my Mac. It's displaying my phone.
That's good.
To jump on Carrollton.
That's good. I would like to show everybody, but I don't know how to hook you up.
The thing is, you need to get this app called phone mirroring. It's not Apple.
No, we're talking about built into OS. We're not talking about a mirror app. He was trying to show what's coming in the new
Capital G.
Okay.
OS on it. That's what he was doing, not mirroring. Like we say, there's an app for everything.
There used to be something called AirPlay and I'd screen mirror with Apple system.
Right.
And maybe mine
Connection
doesn't
timed
work
out.
either.
That's the same thing
'cause
I'm getting
beta.
when I try to connect
I
to mine.
don't know.
Interesting.
It just won't let me connect to it. And I think it's a beta issue.
Any questions? Did we kind of give you a refresher what's going on?
We're gonna go back to the watch.
Let's go back to the watch.
It's built in your OS, it's checked for battery. If it's below 80%, if it's under warranty, Apple will replace it.
I should be able to do
Now, I watched, I had Apple
With
Care and it
Sequoia.
started, but I got an extended
Sequoia, I can
Apple
join,
Care for $4 a
or
month.
excuse me, Sonoma.
And they replaced my
Not a
watch
problem.
because the
When I-
battery
you know,
was
when I booted
dead,
in
or not
my
dead, but it was below 80.
Internal OS, I can join my
Right.
So I got a new
hotspot.
watch
When I
that
booted
was
from my
4 years.
external,
Right.
the beta, I can't join my
Well,
hotspot.
You know, that $4 a month is
So
probably a
that's,
pretty good
this
deal.
time's
to
out,
keep your
so I
product
guess it's. a-
Going.
The other
Absolutely.
thing was just when I.
Absolutely.
You know, plug the display in, display's pretty much.
Any other questions? Yes. He's got a Vision Pro.
I think I'm the only guy that ever has it. I love it. I love it. I can lie down in bed and watch, TV movies.
And Wi-Fi shows the website.
Work out in the gym now, and get up after I lie down in bed.
I guess I could do it, via
They
my
got
phone,
comes
which
right,
I can just reboot, I'll just reboot,
and,
go back and
jump
I'll show the
around.
websites through my,
Uh,
through.
There's something where you
Sonoma.
fly over Google Earth.
Yeah.
And, that is called Fly. And they can share that, in a FaceTime video. They can see my world. They can't see movies that I own, I can't share that. But movies I don't own, but that are free, I think I can just share. I wish somebody else would get a Vision Pro so I could see what happens when we talk to each other on Vision Pro, or
Yeah.
FaceTime or whatever.
I will be glad to get one. All I want to know is, can I use your credit card?
I got the top of the line gigabyte memory.
I will get the top of the line gigabyte memory. You just give me your card.
Why don't you look at the
Huh?
Apple Store? They've got a bunch at the Apple Store, you can go scan at the Apple Store.
I don't think they want me to play with them, with my phone.
Oh, yeah, I went down there and they gave me a whole demonstration.
They did me too.
Yeah, but they don't let me play with my Vision Pro and their Vision Pro.
Together, no, they probably
I
won't.
can't go see what it's like to have a group experience. And somebody at the normal level of Apple developers says, ooh, you don't do that. So what kind you have conferences? That's the whole thing it is. It's for people having virtual conferences. You gotta have people together in a room with Vision Pro.
Well-
Can you play games together? Huh?
You'll be able to find somebody online if you want to looking for.
Yeah, you probably could.
There is an app called InSpace, INSPAZE,
Yeah.
and it is oriented towards, I've got it on my phone, but you can get, they're oriented toward Vision Pro conference. And it is way ahead of anybody else.
All of the board of directors.
It's on the phone, huh?
You paid out of the treasury.
You can get it on the phone.
Oh, did you hear that? Did you hear that?
I'll get it concurrently on Apple Vision Pro, because I have my ecosystem.
Everything works on the Vision Pro. It's
Richard,
primarily for-
did you hear that? You're the president.
What?
Somebody suggested that all the board members should get a Vision Pro out of all the money we got.
Nice.
Is there a
Bet that won't go over
I
very well.
have it,
Second.
what's the best way to learn how to use Vision Pro?
like,
Buy it.
Well, my friend's got one, he
Sonoma, I
don't
can
know
join
anything
my
about it.
phone.
I want him to help him, and I don't know anything about it.
Well, if it was me, what I would do is I learned a little bit about it because I went to the Apple store, I registered online to get a demo, and they will go over it with you. And so at least you'll know how to do the basics. So do that. That's one of the things you can do.
When are they coming out with this iPad mini?
August, September.
Yeah, now you know Apple.
I love my iPad mini, but I have the fifth generation. They came out with a newer one, but I don't see where. That's the only one they haven't updated in a while.
You know, there's not a lot of difference in a lot of things that when you go up to Apple, because they just increment it. The problem is, you know, but I'm sure, again, with the AM ones, that's really going to change it. And that's why everybody thinks that Apple's going to sell a lot of hardware because of the new intelligence and the M1. So maybe they're waiting. Maybe we'll get a whole rash of new things with, because the studio needs an M4. We got an M4 on one of the iPads, but we don't have one on the Pro, and we don't have one on the Mini.
No, they have an M4 on the iPad Pro.
Do they? No, not iPad Pro, but not the Mac Pro. Not the, sorry, maybe I said it wrong. Mac Pro, and then they don't have one on the Mac Pro, and they don't have one on something else. It just went away.
There's rumors that the next Apple Vision Pro will be in 4Ks, but that's just.
will be in what?
Will be based on the 4 chip.
I just hope they drop the price. You know, to walk out of there with $4,000 worth of. Yeah, but my wife controls the money. Yeah.
Got that fancy new car.
Yeah, that's another reason I probably can't get one.
Don't need a car that much.
What'd you say?
I said, I don't see that, at this point, I don't see that it's not more than a.
I agree. That's one of the things. I went into the store and I looked in and I felt, what reason?
Yeah, what's the use case?
What's the use case for me?
It's the quality that comes with quantity. When you can run 30-odd programs at one time on the same supercomputer that is focused on your eyes, it makes a difference, but until you actually try one, you won't have.
It's amazing. I have to give it to you, amazing. But probably my only use case with me, I travel a lot, okay? And when I get old and I can't travel, it might be neat to put it on because I use a thing called Instant 360, and so does my comrade Tim uses when he bought the new one. And we get to look around. So when you're in a museum or anything like that, you can look around and see everything. And I figured when I get older, because I'm already old, but when I get older, I can look around and remember the things that I did. That would be, but they only let you use that on your new phone. And that's not 360, it's just really wide. So
That is part of why I'm interested in it, because speaking as someone who's older, I've got vision problems, I've got hearing problems, and I've got neuropathy. So I need something where I can type these in particular.
right.
And where I can hear easier, second, and where I can see easier, third. And with the lenses, and I don't even need the specialized lenses as much as my wife will, but between those three things, there's a lot of reason to use it. And
thing is, wherever you
scatter
look,
your
your
30
focus.
programs all around you.
Right.
And
Wherever
just
you
keep
look,
looking around. It's like having, I used to use 2-page displays and an Apple Color, two-page displays when I ran big spreadsheets and a color monitor.
You wanna bring the split page up on your Mac, since you're on the screen
Well,
share?
and the good news, if you have
Anybody's
discretionary
interested in
income
downloading betas without
that you
being
can
installed,
use,
This is the page
I just, what I feel is.
from Mr. McIntosh. MrMcIntosh.com.
You can already get that, as a used product for about
Sequoia.
yeah, everything's going down even.
That's a big
That's just
You should see how much I got on my car because it's decreased. I got the electric car and it's,
eBay. You can find hundreds of
Yeah, I think that sounds great. I'm trying to decide whether I should get a great big screen TV, 75 inches, 85 inches, or should I get a little device for
if you were asking me, I would say get the big TV because you can share that. So if you got grandkids or a significant other, you can share it. It's kind of hard for you to share the glasses. That's all I would say. I agree with him on one thing. I keep up a new car only because, well, there's two reasons. One, because I like it, but the other thing is that it has all the safety features, and I'm getting older. My reflexes are not as good as it used to be. And, you know, sometimes I can't bend my neck to turn to see, but my car won't let me pull in front of somebody else's car. So those are the things. It's not only that I've got my car because it's nice to have, but it also, I'm getting older and need the safety features, yes.
Tim has a comment about the beta software.
Yes. Tim, take over.
All right, can everybody hear me? Okay, there we go. All right. First, my apologies for not being able to live demonstrate Sequoia or any of the iOSs. As I said, I was unable to join my virtual private network. What I wanted to tell everybody is that if they want to beta test Sequoia, there is obviously the public beta is out, but there's also, you can download the full installers from MrMcIntosh.com, and at the top of the page there is a link that says Sequoia installers. And then by scrolling down about halfway down the page, you can see that there are various package files available for you to download up to beta 5. The Mac OS 15.1 is not yet available through his website to download, but you can download the.
I'm in a meeting right now.
But you can download the full installer, and which I think is a better idea because the fact that what I did is I didn't screw up my main Macs for the most part because I installed them either on a partition via a APFS container on my Mac Mini. I would just created a APFS partition container and was able to install the beta onto another internal drive. And also on my laptop, I just installed Sequoia onto an external drive so I can maintain normalcy with my two Macs without screwing them up, putting the beta actually on as my main operating system. So that might help somebody if you're wanting to play with it. Obviously, it should be fully available sometime in September, so that's pretty much next month.
Yeah, it is.
I found out that in space, you can have translation. So you could be communicating with somebody in China, and you both hear their own proper language.
Oh, wow. That's nice.
I was talking to a friend who has one last week, and he was on a conversation in space. where there were 6 different languages being spoken. Mandarin, French, German, I forget what else, but including one guy from China, Saudi, and Turkish. He was speaking in Turkish just for the heck of it. And they were all translating pretty well, he said. He could understand all of them, and they could understand me.